Hi guys.
Hi guys.
Mr. Cotty and I brought Miss Grace today.
Yay.
So exciting. We all love Miss Grace and she does such great work with so many people. So I figured it's a good time to have someone here that's not me, because I can be kind of boring. And Miss Grace is a lot more fun than I am sometimes. And look at that smile.
I don't know about that, Mr. Cotty.
I just also get really awkward just talking to you guys. So it's good to have her here for support. Now, we have some information we want to give you guys about everything that's going on here. Obviously, we are here at school today, and we are learning as much as we can so that we can get as much as we can to you guys as well. I've been in contact with most of your families and everything, and I'll be sending out more information as we get it. We're going to be using a thing called Google Classroom, where I'm going to be uploading assignments, and Miss Grace is going to be uploading stuff, and then you guys are going to be able to do the work, do the reading, everything else, answer right in the Google Classroom, because you guys are all going to get your own Google account that you can log into, do your work every day, and then just answer it right there. I'm going to be able to grade it. Mrs. Latore, Miss Garcia, Mr. Tabita, Miss Grace are all going to be able to look at it, help you guys out if you have any questions, and try to make this work as best as we can for however long we're going to have to wind up doing it. So
I think it's going to be really trial and error for all of us for when we're starting off. So if you have questions while you're going through the Google Classroom, definitely type them in for Mr. Cotty, for me, for Miss Latore. We are here to support and help everybody, and we're going to get through it and make it really fun.
And as much as we're trying to teach you and have you guys learn, we're also doing a lot of learning ourselves, and it's a little scary when adults have to learn on their own, because we're used to having all the answers, and right now, guess what? We don't, okay? That also goes to all the other teachers who might be out there stumbling upon this. Good luck to you guys too, reaching your students, and making sure that everyone stays positive and works together during this very strange, unorthodox, weird time that we are experiencing as teachers. So we were thinking there's not really much of like a lesson that we want to do today, but we do want to do some coronavirus tips with you guys, being that everyone is now, first and foremost, self-quarantine.
That's a big word, Mr. Cotty. What does that word mean?
What it means, Miss Grace, is I probably shouldn't be this close to you.
That's true.
But self-quarantining means that you are pretty much in your house with just like your immediate family. Like when I go home today, it is just me, Mary Kate, and Ellen, and we hang out, and that is it. No grandmas, grandpas, whatever, but keep it to whoever you live with. That does not mean like kick people out of your house and say, Grandma, I'll see you later. No, you guys hang out and keep each other safe. Make sure you guys aren't spreading germs or anything like that. Everybody's washing their hands, taking the right precautions.
It also means when you do things like go to the grocery store with mom and dad or take a walk down the street, you maintain space between you and the other people who are out and about in the world getting their food and doing the things that they have to do to stay alive. So that means...
That's great. Is that brings up the next thing I was going to bring up, is that the next tip that we can give you is something called social distancing.
Yes. Great point.
Social distancing. Which basically means, social means that you're with other people, you're together. Just like Miss Grace and I are together right now, all the other teachers have been here all day long. And throughout our day, we've been separated far apart, 5 or 6 feet from each other, even though we're all working together. Miss Grace and I both need to fit on screen right now, so we are a little bit closer than that.
But even so, we're sitting at about a distance of, if there was one...
farther than an arm's length,
Yes.
I would say. And plus, Miss Grace and I are not going to cough and sneeze on each other. We're not going to high five or anything like that. So that's another part of social distancing as well. Obviously, there's what we've been talking about even when we were here about hand washing.
Very important. For at least 20 seconds every time you turn on that sink and you wash your hands. There's a lot of fun suggestions about songs that you can sing.
I mean, I sing my favorite song, Baby Shark Doo 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 Doo, Baby Shark Doo Doo Doo.
I know that's Samil's favorite song too,
And
so he'll
so,
definitely be singing that one too.
Yeah. you guys sing all these wacky stuff. You can make up songs about me if you want. I don't care. Be like,
You can sing the Renegade song from TikTok. That's about 20 seconds.
you can just sing to yourself about how much you miss your
True.
teachers here at PS65, or if you're not from PS65, wherever your teachers are, because we're all awesome. But also with hand washing, that also comes in making sure that you're cleaning your house, you're disinfecting, you're using wipes, you're using hand sanitizer. So I'm gonna put that underneath here, cleaning.
Hand sanitizer,
Surfaces.
Purell if you have it.
Sanitizing. Okay.
Even things that we wouldn't normally think of, for example, after you open the door or touch a doorknob or touch a light switch, making sure you're going into the bathroom and washing those hands.
Yeah, and even if you are, say, using like a paper towel to clean your hands, to dry your hands, open the door handle with that paper towel or whatever it is still in your hand. I've been doing that since this whole thing started, because even though you think, oh, I just washed my hands, they're clean, you're going to dirty them right away by touching a doorknob. So that's something you can try to avoid as well.
Communication is really important. Talking to your parents about what's going on, talking to the people that you live with, making sure that they know the tips that you have learned about social distancing, about hand washing. It's really important that we're all on the same page so that we can all make choices that keep ourselves and others safe.
And to kind of echo what Miss Grace just said, this is a time for you guys to teach people in your family things that you know, which I always like teaching people that aren't students new things. So you guys could use this as something useful going forward as well, even if you have younger brothers, sisters, whatever. And I totally just had a thought in my head and I lost it, Miss Grace.
That's okay, Mr. Cotty.
But it was about communication. So what I was also saying about communication is that there's a lot of things going around, whether it's on TV or online with articles, whatever you guys are seeing, reading, everything like that. Please make sure that you are listening to the right sources, reading the correct things, and this is something that a lot of people have never seen before. So we are getting information as it comes to us, and that's kind of what everyone's doing in terms of the virus in general. So please try to stay as calm as possible.
That brings us to a big point, which is don't panic, right? We are taking a lot of precautions. We are doing a lot of things to make sure that us, you guys, and the people around us are safe, first and foremost. So I think if we all stay calm, we all learn and teach others, like Mr. Cotty was saying, and we all practice these key tips, we're gonna be just fine.
And there's no point in overthinking any of this stuff, because that's just gonna make you worry even more, when really it doesn't have to be that complicated. And really, you can send that message to anyone that you're around, and we've been trying to send it to people that we're around here, because people are kind of freaking out about how we're gonna teach you guys. And it's just the truth, and I'm sorry it's the truth. But we're going to cut the episode for today, or whatever this is. I guess it's turning into a podcast, maybe?
Yeah,
because this isn't really like a lesson.
Thanks for coming to our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah, you guys can like the video, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at MrKite65. Miss Grace, do you have anything in the works in terms of socials that they can follow you on in terms of other school?
No, I do not. But
okay.
Always you can follow PS65 on Twitter for updated information about the school.
PS65 has an Instagram. I don't know who runs it, but get on there and hit some double taps and get those hearts right in the middle of those images. But until then, stay safe.
We'll be back soon with lots of information for you.
Coronavirus. I have to answer the phone. Bye.
Bye.